Hey guys, in this video I want to show you what to do on the digital side of things because there seems to be a lot of confusion and I want to help clarify that. So go ahead, open up Photoshop, uh, go to the creating a 1080p link. This tells you how to open and create a file. So I'm going to go to new file. We're going to click on, let's see, the width. Oh, make sure this is set to pixels. Width is 1920, height is 1080, resolution 72, RGB, transparent, and the name, this is important, should be your last name, underscore Fable, underscore, let's have the first one is all zeros, so it should be 5 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be the default template. Create. Now in this template, go down to layers. I'll try to make them bigger so you can see. There you go. So in the layer panel, you want to go ahead and create, let's say, 4 layers. I want to name the top one line, color, background, color. So I got my 4 layers. So I got my line art, I got my color, got my background color. I want to go ahead and select all these and create a folder. So with this selected, I'm going to create a folder. I'm going to call this, let's say, shot 1. Duplicate it. Call this shot 2. Duplicate it. Rename. Shot 3. We're going to make 8 shots. Let me go ahead and do that. Sweet. So I got all my shots all lined up. In each folder, I have my line art. I have my color for my line art. I have my background that we can import later. And background color if I want to go ahead and draw over my background that we import later. Okay? So you should have this folder structure. Let's go ahead and save it. So go to File. Whoops. Let's see. Okay. So File, Save As. Want to go to your desktop. So desktop, create a new folder, label it Fable, create. And this will be your default template. So let's go ahead and save that as format, Photoshop, and then save. That is your default template. If I go to my desktop, you should be able to find it. Look, Fable, default template right there. Awesome. Now let's save copies of that. So let's go to the next file. And notice that there's a lot of different numbers going on. This is not meant to be confusing. This is should help you stay organized. So the exposition, the code for that is 1000. Inciting incident 2000, rising action 3000, etc. 4, 5, 6000. Okay. So let's start with the exposition. I got my default template. I'm going to File, Save As. I'm going to save this as last name, Fable, underscore 01000. I'm going to create a new folder in my Fable folder, and I'm just going to label that 01000. That'll just keep me organized. And I already know that 01000 represents the exposition. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead, click on that, Photoshop file, save. Okay? So long story short, that is how you do the folder system. Now, how do you save individual shots, right? Let's see what I have next. Yeah. Yeah. Layer system's correct. Okay. Let me show you guys how to export it as PNG or JPEG. You guys can only use 3 colors, so don't forget that. And what do we do next? So using your file over here, you're essentially redrawing each one. So you guys had 8 panels to work with for each part of the story structure. The first one that we're doing is 1000, which is, let's check our notes, that is exposition. So exposition, which is also here, is code 1000. This introduces the setting, characters, and situation. So let me go down to, let me find an exposition. Ah, well, lucky you, Abby. You're the first one. So I'm going to use Abby's as an example of what to do. So you're going to take this drawing right here. Let's say line art right here. I'm going to draw it. It's not going to be as pretty. I'm going to do this quickly. Look at that. Boom. Beautiful. Got little guys. Please take more time than I am. This is just for an example. So look at that. Almost exact copy of Abby. Don't copyright sue me. But I got my line art. I can color. So watch this. I want to color it. Boom. Don't do that. Make it way better. Again, you can use 3 colors. You can use black, white, and if you want to add another layer or gray, you can. Let me add gray. I'm gonna color these gray. Yeah, that's fine. So look, got 3 colors, and that was my shot 1. So shot 1, this is my establishing shot. Well, Abby's establishing shot. And now I'm going to export this folder. This folder, again, is for the first panel that you have. So to export it, File, Export, Quick Export as PNG. We're going to go to our Fable folder. We're going to go to, what are we in? We're in the exposition, which is code 1000. Click on that. And this is where you need to change the name. You have to do this part, otherwise it's going to mess up a lot of things, okay? Change the last 0 to 1. Okay, so Monic, or your name, underscore Fable, underscore 1001. This is the first shot in the exposition, which is the code for 1000. Okay, so save. Great, I just did it. Now I'm going to go to shot 2. Please take more time than this. Shot 2. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to do the second shot. Abby's labeled this as a full shot. I'm going to do my line art. My little guy. Oh, I wanted to use another color. Look at this guy. Beautiful. He's a little dude with little arms. And here's the board. Here's the other guy. perfect example. Look at that. Drawn exactly the same. I'm gonna add my color. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm gonna add some more color. Whoops. Oh, wow. Look at that. Amazing. So, anyway, again, make this way prettier than what I'm doing. This is just for an example. And this is the second board in my folder, Shot 2. So we're going to go to File, Export. I'll show you another way. Export as. Make sure it's PNG. All these settings should be correct. Export. Desktop. Fable. 1000. Now this shot is a second shot, so 1002. Make sure you change that 1002. Okay? Save. And by doing this, by the end of this, because you're just exporting your project, your Photoshop file, that is 1000, I want to save it, file save. Everything should be saved in this folder for exposition. So I got my Photoshop file, the PSD, which will have everything, so shot 1 through 8. I got the first picture, shot 1, second picture, shot 2. So now I can export these to V02 and make a way better animatic. And you would repeat the process. You'd have folder 1000, 2000, 3000 to all the way to 6000. Okay, so that kind of sums it all up. You're not importing these in, you're just using your paper drawings as reference to the digital ones. And let's see, make sure I didn't miss anything else. I think I got it all. Yeah, so then after you do this, let's go to, oh my gosh. This is what you're turning into Schoology, okay? So this is what you're turning into Schoology. So if I go to the exposition, which I don't want to show everyone's grades, so, click there, you select all your files, and then you turn it into exposition, digital. There should be 9 files total. Again, 9 files total. You should have all 8 PNGs, so all 8 of your shots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your Photoshop file, which has everything in it, all this folder structure right here, should have the folder structure. Okay. And again, all 8 individual drawings. That should sum everything up. If you have any questions, please talk to the sub. You can email me, but I might not be able to answer. I was lucky that my baby's taking a nap this morning, so I can make this quick video for you guys. Also, I will be back on the Monday, the 17th. So yeah, that is the plan. Use this week to fix up the digital side of things. If you guys can turn it in, I will fix any grades that are currently a 50. So make sure to turn that in. This week we'll focus on the digital side. Next week we'll focus on the animatic. And I would like to get to backgrounds, but we'll see where we are. So yeah, hope that helps y'all. See you next week.